Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. The topic of this 10-minute moan is some Humza useless WhatsApp messages regarding Rangers Football Club have now been made available to the public. And they're quite damning. Now, the backstory to this was COVID, lockdowns, coming out of lockdowns, some regulations were in place, and Rangers won the league. And it was quite important because it stopped Celtic getting 9 in a row, which is quite a big thing up here. If you're not a Scottish football fan, you maybe think that's a bit odd. But anyway, that's where we were. And Rangers prevented that. Rangers won their first title in a long time. And the fans took to the streets to celebrate. Cue fake outrage by half the Scottish government or more, right? And the fans, Rangers had played, Celtic then were playing, I think it was the following day. They dropped points. Rangers were the league champions after a nothing each draw, and off we popped to celebrate. So, the SNP were full of bad words about Rangers. Nicola Sturgeon was having an Annie Rooney. She was flatting like a maniac, right? And Humza Yousaf had some text correspondence with John Swinney. And that's what's been revealed today. After a 4-year attempt to get these WhatsApp messages regarding COVID in the public domain. So the Sun, amongst others, have written the story there. The headline is Rangers v SNP. Humza Yousaf branded Rangers chief pig-headed in title party row. WhatsApp chat with John Swinney. He also took a swipe at police chiefs. So that, and it says here, after the Gers chief complained about John Swinney publicly telling lies about the club. Explosive WhatsApps reveal. The SNP former First Minister slammed the Ibrox club's ex-managing director Stewart Robertson in secret text from 2021 revealed today after a 4-year transparency battle. The Scottish Government was forced to reveal the highly sensitive messages about Rangers title celebrations that year following an appeal by the Scottish Sun after initially refusing to disclose them. And they show how Rangers chiefs were fuming at First Minister Swinney. Nicola Sturgeon's number 2 at the time had said fans had been an absolute disgrace amid COVID restrictions and the club had failed to properly warn them. That was kind of what pissed Stewart Robertson off at the time, because Rangers had. The message was sent on March the 8th, 2021, the day after Rangers won the title after Celtic's nothing each draw against Dundee United, ending the Hoops' 10 in a row bid. Mr Yousaf also took a swipe at Police Scotland chief, suggesting they were too slow to slam Rangers and its fans. So Humza wanted the police to slam Rangers and was upset that they didn't do it fast enough. And a bombshell exchange. Oh, by the way, see, for those that don't know, I might just add something in here that is quite relevant to the story. Humza Yousaf is a self-proclaimed Celtic fan. This was Celtic that lost the league that year, right? Stopped them getting 10 in a row. I think I said 9 in a row earlier. It was 10 in a row. They already had 9. And he was gutted because that would have been a record. Both clubs have done 9 before. So just for a wee bit of background to those who don't know, Humza is a Celtic fan, right? Obviously raging. And he's raging that the police haven't come out quick enough and firm enough against the Rangers fans. Imagine that. Anyway, Mr Robertson's message read, "Hi Humza, John Swinney is factually incorrect as we did remind the fans on both Friday and Saturday about the COVID regulations. I understand that he is going to make political capital, but telling lies is completely unacceptable. I take it you won't continue to perpetrate untruths if you are asked about them in Parliament tomorrow." I must say, fair play Stewart Robertson on this one. It was Rangers that initiated discussions with the Scottish Government and Police Scotland on the issue a couple of weeks ago. We offered to engage with your department on Saturday when you said you would chase up Police Scotland. We never received a reply. So Rangers started all the talks between the government and the police, contacted Humza Useless's department, what would they be in health at the time, and never got a single response. He goes on, "We will not have lies told about us without having a public right to reply, I'm afraid. Then, in a message to Mr Swinney explaining Mr Robertson's message, Mr Yousaf says that's from a director at Rangers. Just an example of the pig-headedness of what we're dealing with here. The guy is giving you the facts of the matter. Rangers Football Club went to the government and the police to start discussions about potential title-winning parties and get ignored by Humza's office, which looks like the day before the games. Mr Swinney faced the accusations of lying by the Rangers chief after telling the Monday COVID briefing that the behaviour of some fans had been an absolute disgrace. Earlier, criticism from Nicola Sturgeon echoed that, and he said, to so many people deliberately flouting rules with no regard to the safety of others, it's shameful. And slamming Rangers' handling of the celebrations, Mr Swinney said there should have been sustained messages from Rangers throughout the weekend. That would have given a very clear signal from the leadership of the club. When Rangers had done that, Rangers had actually went further than that. Rangers had actually told their fans 2 or 3 times before the game, just remember the COVID restrictions. Where are we? After slamming Rangers' handling of the celebrations, Mr Swinney said there should have been a sustained message from Rangers throughout the weekend that would have given a clear signal from leadership of the club. The exchange also shows Mr Yousaf and the now First Minister discussing whether the Chief Constable at the time, Ian Livingston, should appear in the SNP government COVID TV briefing following the scenes of Rangers fans. And Mr Yousaf also took a swipe at Police Scotland's then Deputy Chief Constable Martin Graham, suggesting cops had been slow to respond. Mr Swinney told Mr Yousaf in the message, I see Malcolm Graham has made a sensible intervention. Mr Yousaf replied, appearing to gloat about the Gers boss, a bit late in the day, but they got there. Rangers will be fuming. What an absolute rat this man is. Mr Graham's statement that day said the behaviour which we saw at the weekend was disgraceful and utterly condemned individuals who chose to completely disregard the coronavirus regulations, putting both the wider community and our officers at risk. I strongly condemn the lack of support from Rangers Football Club over the messages we repeatedly asked them to put out to persuade fans not to go out celebrating and encourage those who didn't gather in large numbers to return home. Staying up to date with events around the world can be difficult, where it's impossible to consult a single source for the full story. Narratives that shape public opinion often just reinforce media and corporate-backed vested interests. It's hard to know what information to trust. See what the media is exaggerating, sensationalising, over or under reporting. That's why I've been using Ground News. Ground News is an app and website that combines news from around the world in one place so you can compare coverage. For every news source, you can see if it has any political bias, how reliable the reporting is, and who owns them. They even have a blind spot feed that highlights news disproportionately covered by one side of the political spectrum. Take a data-driven view on the news and stay current. Get news from thousands of sources worldwide in one place. I've been using Ground News to help me get all the world's news in one place and give a more balanced opinion on what we read and viewing who is telling us the truth and who isn't. Subscribe via my link to get 40% off the Vantage subscription. It's the one I use to get unlimited access to every feature. Your subscription can not only help my channel but also help Ground News as it makes the media landscape more transparent. The messages have only been released after Nats ministers were slammed by Scotland's transparencies after hiding hundreds of WhatsApp messages. Information Commissioner David Hamilton previously accused ministers of undermining freedom of information laws about the inexplicable refusal to provide messages when initially asked for them in 2021. Mental, innit? The Scottish Sun previously revealed how Mr Yousaf had said he was pissed off at being asked all this crap about Rangers in exchanges in June 2021. The ex-First Minister told of his anger after a BBC reporter quizzed him on the controversial call for Gers aces to be sacked if they had chanted sectarian slogans. A month earlier, when he was Justice Secretary, Mr Yousaf had reacted to a now discredited video which wrongly claimed to show light blue players chanting F the Pope while celebrating their Premiership title win at Ibrox. was a video that was doctored. It was Rangers fans singing Sweet Caroline, and there's a wee add-on in the middle that some naughty people use, and it says F the Pope, and it was dubbed over the top the Rangers players singing after a victory. I think it was actually the title one. And Humza was all over Twitter with it, right? And it was nonsense. It was total bollocks. So there we go. Humza, you're a rat. You're an absolute skank of a man, right? You can't do any job without putting other things in front of your job. And in this time, it seems as if it was your admiration for Celtic Football Club. Stop it. Just stop it. If you want this video to reach more people, hit the share button and put some comments below. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. But most importantly of all, unless you're Humza Yousaf, who's a proper bigot, no you. But
everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.